7 days of conclave. White smoke rises over Rome. Bells ring. The crowd roars. Everyone awaits the chosen one. Until, through incense and awe, a silhouette emerges on the balcony. A perfect hairstyle, an orange smile, and then a voice thunders, "Make Vatican great again." Impossible, right? And yet, here we are. Donald Trump has traded the Oval Office for the throne of St. Peter. So brace yourselves, dear sinners, for the most disruptive papacy since Luther nailed his 95 Theses to a church door. This is, what if Donald Trump became the next pope? In the first months of this most unusual papacy, the new pontiff would unveil his boldest project yet, the construction of the celestial wall between earth and heaven, a divine barrier to stop the illegal trafficking of sinful souls. And to top it all off, he would command none other than Satan himself to build it. And while the world was still reeling from the scandal of the celestial wall, in a twist that would shake even the Old Testament, His Holiness Trump would issue a new decree. The tithe will no longer be 10%. Now, it will be 90%. Because apparently, his calling wasn't preaching. It was doing business. In an unprecedented act, after receiving celestial signals captured by a Starlink satellite, Donald Trump would elevate Elon Musk to the altars. Saint Elon of the rockets, patron of algorithms and viral memes. And he would task him with building a church on Mars. In his crusade for greatness, Trump would declare that humility is a communist narrative, and so he would command that all bishops wear Rolex watches and travel only in blessed private jets. In his first sermon from the balcony of St. Peter's, as he recalled the miracle of the loaves and fishes, Donald Trump would claim to multiply dollars. In a move that would make Luther himself turn in his grave, Trump would implement the sale of indulgences using cryptocurrency. Devout followers would line up digitally to purchase their salvation in Ethereum, and the Book of Life would now be available on the blockchain. You are holy as long as the gas fee allows it. He would publish a special edition of the Bible with a foreword written by himself. His favorite quote, "And God saw that it was good, but Trump made it better." Sunday Mass would migrate to Truth Social, and if you don't log in, you'd be excommunicated for lack of engagement. Salvation would come with a subscription plan. He'd order a national exorcism of CNN, declaring it possessed by the demon of fake news. And the Vatican would broadcast the exorcism live on Fox News. In a move that would shake centuries of tradition, Trump would replace Latin with English as the sacred language of the Vatican, where Dominus Vobiscum would officially become a period. The Lord be with you. But this papacy, like his presidency, would sail through turbulent waters. Criticism would pour in from every corner of the Catholic world, as the Vatican became the epicenter of an unprecedented theological earthquake. The headlines split like the waters of the Red Sea. Fox News would proclaim him the greatest pope since St. Peter, while CNN would call it the worst spiritual crisis of the century. From the deepest depths of the underworld, Satan would break his silence, shouting, "I didn't sign this," and demand celestial lawyers as Trump was now managing hell without his consent. Wikipedia would collapse from thousands of daily edits on the page Pope Donald I, with new entries like, "He reformed the 10 Commandments" on Twitter. From Germany, cries would rise. First Luther, and now this? Theologians in existential panic would once again write 95 new reasons to leave the church. But this time, they'd post them on social media and send them by email. Gender equality groups would explode. The first pope with a policy of men only and no celibacy. They'd launch a global protest with the slogan, "We want women on the altar, not just on the Pope's Instagram." Taylor Swift would release her most awaited album, Holy Fake Love. The lead single, "He Blessed Me and Ghosted the World," an anthem to modern spirituality and papal breakups. Netflix and HBO wouldn't stay behind, and seizing the chaos, they joined forces to create the series of the century, Papa Trump, The Impossible Blessing, directed by Quentin Tarantino. Maximum expectations, blood, miracles, and, of course, explosive dialogues. China, not willing to stay behind, responds with force and names Jack Ma the Eastern Pope. His masses would be streamed live from Alibaba Cloud, unleashing the first intercontinental religious diplomatic conflict. Jehovah's Witnesses would arrive at the Vatican to evangelize. The Pope. "Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord?" Trump, with his unmistakable style, responds, "Sure, but only if you sign this confidentiality agreement." And so in this parallel universe, only one question remains. Is the world ready for a Pope Trump? Maybe not. Maybe never. But if the heavens tremble and hell hires lawyers, then you know something big has happened. So tell us, what other miracles or catastrophes do you think His Holiness Donald I would bring? Leave it in the comments and share it with a lost soul. Because maybe redemption comes with a wig and a red tie. And give me a like. That's the only thing that's free in this papacy.